Hello Friction Cheeks, welcome back to the channel. I am Joanna. This is day 26 of 31 Days of Witches, and today's witch is Tia Dalma from Pirates of the Caribbean. Tia has very, very dark eyes, so I'm filling in my entire eye area with 2 shades of dark brown eyeshadow. I'm using the lighter brown also to shade my face, and the darker brown eyeshadow I'm also using as lipstick. Then I smudged black eyeshadow right on my lash line, because her lash line does look darker.
Completed cosplay. I'm kind of in love with this makeup. I don't know why, but messy, dark makeup is just so sexy to me. Like, I love this. For the dots, I used a Wet n Wild multi-stick that's supposed to be used for like anything, and I did that instead of eyeliner because I wanted it to be lighter. This is even still too dark for what I wanted, but whatever. Because her dots aren't super prominent, and eyeliner would be like, bam, very dark and bold. So I went with the cream stick instead. And now that I think about it, I should have smudged that on my teeth because I'm pretty sure she has dirty teeth, and I forgot to do that. For my hair, she has a head full of locks, and obviously I am not doing that for obvious reasons. So instead, I just pushed my hair into a middle part because it looks like she has a middle part. And then I just kept like zhuzhing it and pulling at it to get it big and messy because her hair is big and messy. And I also put in a few braids to reference her locks without actually having locks. For accessories, I did not get a look at her earrings. I don't even know if she wears earrings. If she does, they're covered by her hair. But anyway, for earrings, I chose these little jars with grass and teeth and some butterfly charms on them. And I chose these because she's like a witch doctor type and like, you know, spell jars, and also the bit with the jar of dirt. I got these from Hot Topic. I very easily could have made these myself with real grass and real teeth, but here we are with cheap Hot Topic. She wears a handful of long chunky necklaces that I do not have anything similar to, so I just grabbed all of the necklaces that I think match her vibe. So here we have a blue stone. I don't know if this is supposed to be Moana, but it looks like Moana. I picked this up at, I believe, Universal. If not Universal, then Disney World, Land, whatever one's in Florida. Here we have a big metal fish hook because she lives on or near the sea. Here we have this cute little baby turtle preserved in, I believe, resin, and you can tell I've had this for a very long time because the resin is turning yellow. This was supposed to be clear. Why is there a truck making noise? Go away! They're still doing construction behind my apartment building, but my roommate is in my bedroom, the dishwasher is going in the kitchen, so nowhere I go is gonna be quiet at the moment. As I was saying, it's also cracked because I used to wear this almost every day in high school. I feel like this ties into the witch doctor kind of vibe. Here we have a shiny gold rock, and lastly is a strand of maroonish and white beads. And here we have the entire outfit. I think this looks really... I think I look really cute. I almost forgot I have a prop for her, which is obviously a jar of dirt. Fun fact, I found this in the woods and I haven't cleaned it out yet, so this is how I found it. Up top, she wears some type of red corset. The only red corsets I have are like lingerie lacy, which obviously isn't gonna match her, so I went for my brown corset instead, which has little laces up the hips and laces up the back. This is a hand-me-down from my cousin. She bought it when she was being Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon for Halloween a few years ago, and then after that she gave it to me and I wear it just because it's cute. She wears a netty shawl type of thing over her shoulders, so I chose this very shaggy gray scarf that is like kind of netted and has the tassels hanging down. She wears, I think they're called puka shells, the white oval shells belts. So I have on this belt that I thrifted that kind of looks like scales or shells. It's white and shiny circles. This is like the, oh, this is becoming untied. This belt is like the only shell accessory that I have. So I felt like I had to wear it because, again, she is on the Caribbean. So she has a lot of shell things that I just don't have. I have a huge collection of shells and I keep telling myself I need to make shell jewelry out of them, and then I never do. I do not have anything similar to her skirt situation. It looks like she's wearing two. One of her skirts looks kind of brownish and plaid, a similar plaid pattern, and the other skirt looks kind of reddish. She does have red accents throughout her outfit, so to somewhat reference that, I have on my red lace cardigan, the same one that I used for Sarah Sanderson, and I have that tucked underneath my skirt. I didn't tie it, I just tucked it. And I chose this one to get that red accent also because she has a lot of netting type of material and lace is similar to netting, so I put that on. And then underneath is my brown plaid skirt, the same one that I used for Mary Sanderson, and that is, like I said before, she wears some type of brown plaid-ish skirt, so there you have that. And for shoes, I have on my busted brown boots. I actually did not look at her shoes, but I figured these are good enough because they're brown, they match her color scheme. I think this is a fun outfit, and I really need to make shell jewelry, even if it's just for cosplays once in a blue moon. But that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more witches, tune back in tomorrow for the next Witch of 31 Days of Witches. And if you want to see more of me in general, click the link in the description box below. There you can find my Instagram, other Instagram, TikTok, and a whole bunch of other stuff involving me. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!